I feel like it's setting, but it's not.
Two more tips on how to make sure your tile doesn't fall off the wall and how to get flat walls so you get a beautiful tile installation.
Okay, so this one stud is sticking out. All the other ones are good. So I'm gonna plane it down. I don't know if you can see it from there. See this? Up here it's good. It's good up here. Yeah, it's good at the bottom.
So one of the most important things you need when you're installing tile is to have a flat substrate. So wood framing is often not conducive to getting flat walls, so a lot of times you have to make adjustments to the framing by either shimming them out or planing them down or wet shimming depending on the substrate you're using. So in this case, I have one stud that is out of plane. All the other studs on all three walls are in good condition. So I'm just showing you how to take care of one stud when it's the minimal adjustments that you need that will quickly take care of the problem and get you a flat wall. So I'm just using a power planer here to make a quick work of it. So what you want to do is shave off a little bit at a time, depending on how far the stud is out, and then put your level across several studs and see if all the studs are touching. And you just keep on planing it down where it needs to be planed down until all the studs touch and you get no wobble or no rocking across any of the studs. In this case, I had just the one stud in the middle that was bowed from about a foot from the top to about a foot from the bottom, and just planing it down quickly took care of it. And then when I put my board up, I had perfectly flat walls. So this is a quick and easy solution when you have one or two studs that are sticking out and you just need to shave them down a bit to get a flat wall.
So now I'm good. Flat. So what does keying or burning or priming the substrate mean? It means that you use the flat side of your trowel and you skim just very thin coat of thin set onto your substrate before you set your tile. That now a lot of tile guys, they like to trowel the back of the tile and then set the tile on the wall. And for whatever reason, I do a lot of times. Sometimes when you got a lot of holes, you got a lot of cuts or whatever, we like to cut the back and burn the trowel the back of the tile and then set it on your wall. But before you do that, it's very important to burn in your thin set or key in your thin set. That means getting the back of the trowel and flat troweling it and just pressing the thin set into the substrate so that you get a good transfer of thin set. So what happens if you don't do that? So depending on the substrate, you can never really tell. You might not get a very good transfer. It might feel like it's setting, but it's not. So I'm going to demonstrate that right here. So it's a clean area here. I'll put my tile on. I'm going to press it. And then I'll pull it off. See that? Hardly any transfer. Now, if I do the exact same thing. And burn it in. So I'm not moving back and forth. I'm just pressing it in the same part. And then I just press that in there. And then I pull it off. Watch the difference. Number one, it's a lot harder to pull off. And then you see the transfer that you get? You get excellent transfer. So that's why you always want to key your substrate. If you like to notch the back of your trowel, the back of your tile, instead of notching the wall, that's fine. Just make sure you burn your substrate in before you set your tile so that you know you're going to get something, it's going to stick. So just keep that in mind when you're installing your tile and you want to notch the back of the tile. Could be just one cut that you're doing, it could be the whole job. I use that technique very often because sometimes you might have some cuts or whatever, and it doesn't make sense to spread thinset on the wall. But you make sure you burn it in first. Here's another demonstration of just thinset. I drop a couple of globs of thinset onto a piece of kerdi-board. In that case, that's being flat troweled, and then just a pristine, on the other side is a pristine kerdi-board and that hadn't been touched, and I just drop the blobs on there. I don't press in, I don't do anything, just a couple of blobs, and then I let it dry, and then I pull them off the next day, and you'll see what a difference keying the substrate makes. Make sure you key in your substrate.